If you are a big Inhaler fan, the band currently on tour around the UK at the moment, just released their brand new record, Cuts and Bruises. They will be hanging out on the show a little later. A little after 9 o'clock tonight, Inhaler are going to be with us this evening. And they're going to be doing the Future Artist mixtape. We'll catch up all things Inhaler because they've done everything from touring with Arctic Monkeys to releasing an album to starting their own headline tour over the last week or so. So a lot to catch up around with them. Plus they're going to recommend some brand new music for you tonight as well. Jack Saunders on Radio 1 tonight. And on the Future Artist mixtape tonight, please welcome Inhaler back to the show. Yes, welcome.
Hello.
Boys.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Eli, Ryan and Josh are hanging out tonight in the middle of a tour, I believe, right? Where are you right now?
We're in Nottingham in some crazy little hotel. And
party hotel.
Yeah, party hotel. And we're not feeling very partyful.
Have you got a gig tonight? You got a night off?
No, it's a night off.
Oh, it's a night off. Okay, fine. Wow. Okay, so even on the night off, you're not even like interested in a party. It's all chill.
Our tour manager will back us up with the most un-rock and roll band going at the minute. Like, you know.
In other words, boring.
Yeah. just boring, Jack.
To be fair though, you guys have been non-stop. God, since when? Since the start of last year? Something like that? I don't know. Just it feels like Inhaler have been on tour forever now. And you've kind of been doing it in the midst of this album release as well. And so you must feel really, really tight when it comes to performing this record live and putting these songs out to people in exactly the way that you want to, right, Eli?
Finally, we feel a bit tight playing them. I mean, we hadn't played them in like 6 months together. And it was a little scary putting together the show. But yeah, it's sounding really good. And the first night, I don't think people really knew. They were just kind of in listening mode. They weren't really in let's have it mode. But the last couple of days have been really exciting.
Great. Josh, I mean, touring for this length of time, it must have had a big effect on how this album came out. You know, you guys are a live band at heart. And so when you came to laying this record down, did it have a big effect on it?
Yeah, it definitely helped us all keeping on top of playing the instruments and not, losing the skills that we were gaining by doing all those shows. But it definitely wore us out, so that the music kind of took a bit of that onto it as well.
I think what's really nice about Cuts and Bruises is that it feels transitionary. You know, when I listen to it, it feels like we're on the road. It feels like we're in transit with you. And I think this band has cultivated such an amazingly passionate fan base over the last couple of years that's essential, you know, when you can't be grounded and around your fans or interacting with your fans all the time, you're moving from one place to another. Having an album that does that for you is essential, right, Ryan?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, well, thank you very much for starters. That's really kind. I mean, that is definitely something that was kind of at the forefront of our minds when we were making this album. Is like, we wanted it to feel like it was a band that was back out on the road or a band that was playing live in the sound checks. We just wanted it to
like
sound,
a real band.
Yeah, like a real band. Like people playing in a room together, and a band's not really anything without a fan base or people who actually come to see them over and over. So I guess, the songs on this record are just as much about them as it is about our relationship.
I love the album, but the opener for me is such a favourite of mine, just to keep you satisfied, for many reasons. But I particularly love the little sort of almost like indulgent industrial freak out towards the end. Towards the end of the track, it's great. I mean, you clearly had a bit of an inkling or some time to want to really tinker with this album and bring through some other ideas, right, Eli?
To be honest, not really. Like, the most tinkering we did was on the first record, and I think we overthinked it. And this record was like, no, just what's good, let's put that down. We had to make hard decisions about things, and I think that made us better songwriters because of it. I think the songs are definitely much stronger on this record. And we were not tinkering. I mean, maybe half an hour of tinkering every day.
We can't help ourselves.
Well, if you said last album was too much tinkering, a little half an hour of tinkering each day is probably just the right amount, So perfect. Smashed it.
We found the sweet spot,
Half hour is better than 5 days.
Yeah, exactly. You never get anything done at that point. I mean, I love So Far So Good as well. What a song. So anthemic. So good. I mean, tell us a little bit about that one and what the atmosphere in the studio was like when bringing that thing together.
Oh, well, we came off the Arctic Monkeys tour in is that April? August. So we had like a month left in the studio. We were kind of fishing for songs, and this demo came about. And it was just very, the thing about their music is it's very especially like that record AM, all the hooks, everybody's playing on the same hook, and we kind of liked how like it's just very sparing and efficient, and it makes it really poppy. And I guess that demo was kind of trying to do something like that, except it ended up sounding like Weezer or something. So we didn't really succeed on sounding like the Arctic Monkeys, but we'll take Weezer.
Yeah,
I thought it felt quite spiritual, actually.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
I loved it. I really, really loved that song as well. Inhaler on the Future Artist mixtape tonight, which means, gents, you have a job to pick 3 of your favourite new bands and artists. Having some time on the road and touring so much, I'm sure you've been listening to some stuff in the van. So, Eli, do you want to kick us off tonight? What's your first pick?
Okay, first pick is a band that have been supporting us on a couple dates this tour, Nivella, amazing band, and they have a great song called Girlfriend.
Sick. Let's check it out. Nivella on the Future Artist mixtape, picked by Inhaler tonight. This is Girlfriend. This is a good pick. Nivella and Girlfriend. Inhaler are on the Future Artist mixtape tonight, picking the brand new music. That was from Eli, one of the bands and artists that he's been jamming to, and also a band that has been supporting Inhaler over a couple of dates on their tour recently as well. Ryan, do you want to kick us off? Where do we want to go next?
I will do. Another artist that has been supporting us on this tour, some good friends of ours, a band called Feet, and they recently just put out a new song called Changing My Mind Again. Yeah, fantastic song, great band.
I think we always plug Feet when we're on your show.
You do.
They're so good.
We also plug Feet on this show as well. We had them in as our Christmas house band for our Christmas party at the end of last year. Yeah, it was really good. And what I really like about Feet is they're a very spiritual band. They're very intellectually switched on as well. And I felt like I couldn't say anything without feeling like I was wrong. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean?
They're encyclopedias of just about everything, but their knowledge of music like really does come through on their tunes. They just got a really interesting thing about their sound. But this new song is one of our favourites of theirs at the minute, Changing My Mind Again.
Nice. Let's run it then. Ryan's pick tonight from Inhaler. They're on the Future Artist mixtape. This is Feet and Changing My Mind Again. Changing My Mind Again on Radio 1. Inhaler are on the Future Artist mixtape tonight. That was Ryan's pick. Josh, no pressure, mate, but it's got to be a big one to finish. What do you want to go for?
Well, this is a band that we love, and we had them on tour with us back in 2021, was it?
Yeah.
And they are actually releasing some new music soon that they did with our producer, Anthony Gann. But this song is Minimum Wage by Blondes.
It's a banger.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a banger. Nice. I think it's so funny having you guys on for this feature because, we're 2 albums deep with Inhaler now, but I still feel like you guys are so fresh and so new still. Do you feel more accomplished? Do you still feel like a new band, Josh? Like,
I think we're always going to feel fresh and that we haven't accomplished anything. Thank you. I understand that we have.
I don't feel fresh.
We don't look fresh.
I feel like I'm writing a song right now.
Yeah, when was the last time you had a shower?
I agreed today, but only because I haven't had one in like 3 days.
As it should be. As it should be. Gents, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. It's great to chat and hang out with you again. I know you're in the midst of a very, very busy time as this band, and it's wonderful to see you smashing it. Congratulations on the release of your new album. Cuts and Bruises from Inhaler is out now. We've heard Nivella, Girlfriend, Feet, Changing My Mind, and this, the final pick via Josh. This is Blondes and Minimum Wage. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Jack.
Cheers, Jack.